I want to preface what I'm about to say with I like Batgirl. I have enjoyed this show. I find it to be decent enough. Although not good or not great, it's good enough. But this episode really got on my nerves because Arrow just can't be out here one-shotting everyone. Like, these were skilled mercenaries in this episode, and Arrow went through them like they were regular old soldiers. And we had just seen these mercenaries carve through regular soldiers, so of course we have nothing else to assume, but they are stronger than regular soldiers, and he just one-shots all of them like it was nothing. What is up, y'all? It's your man, That Dude, bring you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so if you like Batgirl, I review every episode, and I'm talking about other anime too. You don't want to miss anything, so go hit that button. Also, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at DadDudeAnime. I'm not expecting high-level storytelling or action from Batgirl. In every video I've made about this show so far, I pretty much said enjoy it for what it is, a show that's good, not great, and just enjoy it for that. Don't expect much more. But damn, man, I can't get over that it's not too much to ask for your main character to actually have to fight, to actually have opponents where he struggles a little bit. And so far, Arrows just ran through everyone his fault. In the first 3 episodes, it was excusable because you could just write it off to him fighting low-level opponents, but that's not the case in this episode. These mercenaries were not low-level opponents. He was fighting what appeared to be a very skilled unit, and it just didn't matter. He went through them like they were brand new recruits or some shit. And in the process, he pulled a brand new ability out of his ass, like out of nowhere. The idea of Arrow not having a conviction and that allowing him to not then be locked into any abilities when it comes to his brow height could actually be really good and cool if used correctly. But having him just make up any ability or come up with any ability whenever he needs it to win whatever fight he's in is just stupidly anticlimactic. Hopefully that isn't how the show handles his brow height going forward, because there are actually some aspects about Batgirl that are legitimately interesting and I find cool. But if that is how the show is going to handle any action involving the main character, it's going to be hard to keep watching. Speaking of aspects of Batgirl that are legitimately interesting, what is Shu going to do now that he is basically a deserter and has joined up with Arrow and the people of Edger Village? What is his plan? Because he obviously can't go back to the Republic of Rekka now. He's a deserter, he is a traitor. They're going to kill him if he tries to go back there. He has betrayed his best friend, Kai, so that he's burnt that bridge pretty much, unless he's able to maybe in the future, convince Kai to come over to his side. But we still don't know exactly what his plan is, although I do think he fills a very much needed role with Arrow and the others, and that is they need a leader. They need someone who is mindful of politics and how a strategy, how to navigate the tensions between the Republic of Rekka and Luto, whatever the other nation is. They need someone who can tell them how to navigate that and pretty much avoid any kind of conflict that they don't have the advantage in. And Shu can do that. Shu is obviously very smart. He's obviously very cunning. He knows strategy. So he fills a very important role. But what is he going to do as far as his plan, whatever he's doing, has the benefits to him somehow. So is he going to use Arrow and the new airship they're on to the Dreadnought? Is he going to use that to try to maybe affect change within the Republic of Rekka? Because we saw in his backstory that him and Kai, their whole goal, it was to kind of have I don't want to say a revolution, but change Rekka from the inside out. So they're going to go up the ladder in government, gain power as they rose, and then change the system. But now that Shu has abandoned Rekka, what is he going to do now? Because now he can no longer affect change from the inside. So was it that Shu realized that he couldn't affect change from the inside? Maybe the establishment was just too strong and he realized he couldn't do that. So the only way to affect change now is to do it from the outside with some kind of outside force, and Arrow being that outside force. So maybe that could be his plan. But still, we don't know what it is, what his goal ultimately is. We don't know what his scheme is here. Because Shu is, like I said, Shu is obviously a very smart character, very cunning, maybe even conniving, and we just don't know what he's doing. Also, how fucked up is the Republic of Rekka, man? They take little kids and stick them down in a pit with little food or water, leave them exposed to the elements just to weed out the weak, and then take the strong and put them into the military. I totally get why Shu would want to betray a nation like that. Jesus. That's all I have for you in this one, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, subscribe and share. It would help me out a lot. If you didn't like the video, let me know in the comments. We can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. Also, again, feel free to follow and hit me up on Twitter at DadDudeAnime. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.